by in the presence of evil.
You know I love that, right? I do not stand by in the presence of evil. You're muted, girl. You're so muted I can't even hear you. Welcome to Hero Shack, everybody. This is Wednesday night. Diana was muted. She's not muted now, but she's not talking while I'm talking because she's cooler than I am. Hey, Reckless Trucker, welcome to the show.
Hi.
So how are you tonight, my love?
Well, I'm good. I'm good. I have difficulty posting like links and stuff because when I post a link, I expect the picture to come up, like the picture of the link. So if I post a link and a little gray box comes up, but it doesn't give the picture of the actual.
Are you still trying to get the Indiegogo link to work for you?
Yep, it won't work. I can't get it to work. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Hang
I'm
on,
an idiot.
hang
I'm
on.
an idiot.
Share it in the
okay.
chat for you. No, I'll.
It's going to be the same
here.
one I've copied. I've copied it from the page. I've copied it from your post. I've copied it. And when I go to put it on Facebook, it comes up with a gray box that says Indiegogo. But like if you click on it.
Oh yeah, that happens. No, that happens.
Well, why aren't I getting a picture?
Because it's a I don't know why. It's something that does. So yeah, take a picture and paste it with it. But you don't have a picture, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so you'll have to do that. And you'll have to
like the stream or else. Hello, Reckless Trucker. What do you mean? You like the stream or else?
He's telling people to like it. It's a one way you get people to come and visit.
Oh, all right. I just liked our stream. Is that weird that I like our stream?
I don't think so. I like everything I put up. I think I'm just awesome like that. I'm always liking my stuff.
You are awesome like that. I like how you have your little animated thing going on in the back over your shoulder.
I drew that.
I absolutely love that. Love that, troll. So tonight we have a whole bunch of stuff we're going to talk about. Obviously, one of the biggest things that's going on is we have just launched our Indiegogo for
yes, we have.
Christopher and we're doing it together. I'm actually going to submit a short story to this anthology. Is that what you're calling it, hon? An anthology?
I don't know. It kind of is. I mean, not to beat a dead horse or whatever.
Right.
I don't know what to say, but yeah, it's it's definitely, it's a combination of things, like, so far, honestly, guys, I'm the only one doing it other than Diana, which means, if somebody's out there and they have a troll story they want to maybe get published, come talk to us, but thus far, what's that?
I didn't know. No, this is our book.
Yes, but if my thought is if anybody runs into the same problems we did, we might be able to help them anyways.
Oh, Chris, you're so bad. Stop.
I'm bad.
Stop that. You're so
There's the link for you.
Okay, so if I copy it, how do I copy it? From the chat?
You'd have to do it from the YouTube chat.
Oh, dear God. This is so hard. Okay.
Good evening, Lorenzo. How are you, sir? Hello,
Lorenzo. Lorenzo.
Hey, Mike, I heard you were looking for me last night about, oh, gosh. One of our friends IM'd me like at, I don't know, sometime before 9, and I got it like about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning because I had fallen asleep at 7:30.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad. I just want to let everybody know that I was out early last night.
Listen, so I just copied that link that you put. Guys, I'm trying to figure out how to copy a link to put it in Twitter. I have the hardest time doing that. I don't understand why, because everybody makes it sound so easy. But
with my link,
I put it in Twitter, and it's about. Wait, I forgot my mic.
You're still going to get a great picture unless you add one.
But it's this long.
What do you mean it's this long?
It's this long.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's supposed to be a lot of letters like that.
Well, I don't know. That's the sign up link. It's not. I don't know.
Okay.
Now is probably not the best time to discuss technical difficulties.
All right, I'm twittering it.
Tweeting, honey.
Yes.
Yes, you're tweeting.
I'm doing that. All right, so I'm back. Hello, Lorenzo. Hello. Hi, Mike. How are you? Welcome to the show. We are just hanging out tonight. We don't have a whole lot going on. Actually, we have a bunch going on. Hey, there he is. Hello, sir.
Hello.
What's up,
I
Mike?
was trying to contact you guys last night because I had decided to do kind of an impromptu open mic night. Was thinking maybe you guys might want to join me since I've joined you on your channel a few times. The only one who was able to make it was Timothy. Because Rick.
That's why that was the friend who contacted me, Mike. And I would have gone, but like I was literally asleep at 7:30. So when I got it, it was in the middle of the morning. And I'm like, well, late morning. And I'm like, oh, like, wow. Because like
7:30
get wiped
your
out.
time or my time?
My time.
4:30. Okay.
So anyways, Mike, that's great that you invited us. We were busy, as Chris said. We are talking, our show is where we've got a new Indiegogo campaign that we just put up tonight. Actually, Chris put it up. So we're pretty excited
we didn't
about
put it
that.
up. We put up the sign up.
Yeah, the sign up, not the actual campaign. Forgive
right. So
me.
it's going to be a 60-day campaign. It's going to be, it's entitled Trolls Exposed. And it's going to be a very creative look at trolls in all their facets, from the Norse origins all the way up to the internet trolls that we know and love today. And I'm having a ton of fun with it.
I was there the other day when Doc Blaylock had his stream where he was drawing Crom, which looked like.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could almost consider this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
George Peter Gatz tonight. Well, George was there first, and then I came in and said hi and stuff like that. So we had a good old time. Was able to, after the show went off the air, of course, was able to explain to Doc what's been going on with me and a certain other individual who we're not going to talk about.
Right.
Anyways, guys, I'll stick around for a couple minutes here. But you guys, as you guys know, I've got a show coming up at 6 my time, 9 yours.
Heck yeah, man! We're like,
I'll probably try to come back later after my show's done.
Well, if we close down early, we'll be over there too. But it's kind of funny. It's like we're on different networks. Like when you see like the guys from CBS hang out with the guys with it. Well, now I'm dating myself because you don't see that anymore. But remember, like Olympic of the Stars and stuff like that. They used to have on the. It's kind of like that. We all hang out together, and yet we're all kind of competitors, but we're all friends. It's a funny thing. Yeah. Hey, Vicky Verse. I see you in there. And hello,
hi,
Timothy.
Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
I'm sorry, I'm still eating dinner, so my camera is off.
Excuses.
No, I'm
I
trying
told
to
you,
I
man.
just now turned over to the comment section. Actually, though, I know Chris can probably. I don't know if Chris told you, Diana, but George and RJ actually had a pretty good thing going on Sunday.
Nice.
On Sunday.
Oh yeah, she was actually listening to us from the other room, and she didn't know what was happening, but she was like, "You sounded like you were having a lot of fun." I'm like, "Yeah, it was cool." But to get back on track real quick, I saw some of that Crom Draw stream too. It's no secret that we're kind of drawing off the. So I sent in a submission to Pops that didn't fit his book. Honey, don't sigh. And so I'm still doing the story, but in the course of doing that, there's like 6 other stories that came to mind, and Diana wants to pitch one. And well, everybody knows how I draw and the pace I draw. So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and knock out my own little book because that's what I do. I make books, and I'm inspired right now. Hey, what's up, Rick? I know I heard Rick say well, and then he went like disappeared.
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just asking my mom to close my door. I just muted myself to do it.
I have a question, guys. It's an important question. Poor Reckless Trucker is asking me to invite him to the Twitter. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. He wants me to invite him to the Twitter one. The Twitter what? Do you see it in the chat? Can somebody help me out? Like KK.
Can you invite me to the Twitter one since I got banned? I don't know what the Twitter one is.
Hi, Miss Serena.
I think because... Yeah, go ahead, Rick.
Twitter, well, you guys don't have a group for Twitter, a DM group.
No, I don't think we do.
I think what it is, because I don't know about your broadcast. Like for me, I just strictly go off straight off of like StreamYard and YouTube. But I know like RJ, and I don't know if you guys do it as well, where you're not only streaming on YouTube, but you're streaming on Facebook and Twitter.
We used to.
We got
We just started
streams
doing
everywhere.
No, we're not. We're
we're
only
not
streaming on
anymore?
YouTube now. I did that starting last week because the two in three different actually we were doing three different locations and we were killing ourselves in the chat.
Mhm.
And our views were being distributed across three different services and it just wasn't connected. Like
Yeah,
I would be finding stuff.
that may be what Reckless Trucker was asking you to do. Maybe maybe he didn't know or hear that you guys were only.
Yes,
on
you're talking about the
YouTube now.
Sleestackians. All right, yeah.
Well,
Well, you know what?
I just sent him, Reckless, I just sent you a tweet, whatever you call it, a DM with the link to the stream. I think that's what he wanted. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you knew what he meant, but that was a good effort.
So I'm trying. Hi, Dylan. Welcome. Hi, Rick. I saw you. Well, I sort of see you. And
Well,
Timothy
it
is
was
coming.
funny. It took me to figure out what he was getting at, what Reckless Trucker was getting at, or Reckless
Yeah,
Tucker,
I
I guess.
Thank
doesn't
you,
know-
Lorenzo. Lorenzo, you are
Diana
awesome.
and I
Thank you.
pretend that we know what's going on, but we're really boomers at heart. And that's even though I am a computer tech. But I still find myself doing
I am
things
so-
like anybody from the
I
80s. My
am
logic is still
like,
backwards, you know?
Oh my God, yeah. Anyway,
But the
welcome
book
to
is the book is already starting to come
We
along.
didn't even welcome anybody. We just kind of went into like blabbing. It's so
We've been
bad, so
welcoming
bad.
everybody as they come in. Hello,
Hello.
Miss Rena.
Hello,
Hi,
Miss
guys.
Rena.
It's nice
Hey,
to
Miss
meet you.
Rena?
Yeah, I'm so glad that you came. I put it was either Twitter, I think, that I said, where are the other ladies? Or something to that effect. Come and
Hi.
join me. I'm always the only woman here. And that's not a bad thing, but sometimes I think my views are a little different from what the guys are saying. And I just kind of sit here quietly and yeah. Anyway, welcome.
Yes, I
You should
understand.
fight the
Welcome.
This is the
patriarchy,
second
baby.
time this week Miss Rena and I have been on a stream together because I popped in on I think it was on Pop Stream on Tuesday, I believe.
Very cool.
Yeah,
That is cool.
I'm a.
So are you a
upcoming
fellow
comic
creator,
as
Rena?
well. Yeah,
Yeah, you a
just-
fellow. I'm sorry.
Stop talking, Chris.
I am
Fine.
also a upcoming comic creator. I have a project in development called Black Rhapsody.
Nice.
Is that the music one?
Yes.
Girlfriend, that stuff is good. I heard you pitching that, and I didn't know it was. I just now put it together, but I was like, "What a freaking awesome idea!" Can I say anything, or do you want to say anything?
Yeah,
you
go
were
ahead,
talking
share
about
it.
genres. You were talking about music genres battling each other, and I was like, "Oh my god, that is a great concept."
Or fighting together.
Yes. Well, I honestly I wasn't there for the whole stream. I caught you kind of like in and out while I was doing work and stuff. But I did hear the concept a little bit, and I was like, "That girl's got it going on. That's genius."
Yeah.
So, are you currently working on a book as well, or have you released any?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Or Rena.
This is my. Sorry. This is my first book, so this is the one I'm currently working on.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
That's fantastic. Do you have you started a crowdfunding campaign or anything like that? Do you have a link that we can share for you, or are you just still working on
Private
it,
chat.
not ready to?
Private chat.
Ah, okay, I see it. Thank you. I'm going to copy that right now. Okay,
Very
sure.
cool.
I'm
Yeah,
still
the
in
crowdfunding
drafting
thing
it.
might be a little intimidating, but I don't know. Your idea was hot. I can't wait to see that thing come out.
Well,
Thank you.
if I remember correctly, I believe I don't know if it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago where Mr. Serena actually was on RJ's show. I think he helped her to do some promotion.
There we go.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
So, guys, everybody check out Miss Rena's Indiegogo project, Black Rhapsody. I am definitely going to check that out. That looks
I can
amazing.
pitch it on right now. I got time to spare.
Okay,
Black
cool.
Black Rhapsody is a 35-page plus horror manga-esque horror comic about musical magical girls based on mythological goddesses and music genres in a uphill battle against a Lovecraftian pop star and her evil music empire. Said Lovecraftian pop star is also based on none other than Beyonce Knowles. So Beyonce Knowles is the villain of my comic.
Wow. All right, guys, wait a minute. I have to do something here, Chris. I have to share what I just pulled up her screen.
I was going to do that, but yeah, go for it. Do you know how to?
I think so.
All
I'm
right.
learning. Chrome tab.
She is.
Are you guys
learning, I
looking
hear.
at it now?
Not
Can you
yet.
see it? Not yet.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Well,
Well, I'm gonna head out here because I gotta go. Prep.
Hey, Mike, have a great show. And if I'm not there, I'll
There it
try to
is.
catch
Okay.
the replay.
all right, now I
All
got
right.
it.
You're doing
Thanks, Mike, for stopping
headlines
in.
tonight, right? Hang on, Mike. You're doing headlines.
Bye, Mike.
Yeah, I've got like 4 stories lined up.
Okay.
And of course, at the very end, the this day in niche history segment as well. So,
Okay.
Right.
And that's it.
so
What,
I
9
hope to
o'clock,
see you all
right?
there. What was that?
9 o'clock? 9 o'clock, right?
9 o'clock your time, yes.
Okay,
9 o'clock
well-
Eastern, 6 Pacific.
Very
If
cool.
we get out, when we finish our show, Mike, I will definitely check it out if you're still streaming, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right.
I'll see you guys later.
All right,
Peace,
talk to you
brother.
later, Mike. Bye.
Bye.
So, guys, I have Miss Rena's first campaign up. Look at this. This looks beautiful. Hold on. I got to get so I can scroll it. Musical magical girl versus a Lovecraftian pop star deity and her evil music empire. This looks amazing. I'm going to sign up for it. The music
thank
industry
you.
can be so cutthroat. Wow. Look at the art.
So are
Did
you
guys-
doing the art as well?
No, the art is by Jan Apple.
Oh, cool.
Wow, that's very good.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just
art
a
is
writer.
Cool, Chris, right? Look at how that's really cool.
It's not just you're a magnificent writer. The concept is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Timothy
excited.
joined the panel while we were talking. I just want to say hi.
Yeah. All
What's up,
right.
brother?
I have just signed up because I want to
Oh, thank
hear
you.
more about this. I want to hear more about it. I love the concept. I love it's
hello.
something different. Hello. It's something different. I personally am. It sounds awful. Like I don't gravitate to comics per se.
Whoa.
And I I like them, but this looks more like my cup of tea, if you know what I mean. That's
Oh,
Well,
are you into
she
manga?
always-
I am. My
Are you-
daughter is too. I have.
No,
a couple
wait a
of,
minute, honey.
What?
Let me explain something to her.
Oh, good.
Diana's very much a normie. When she says she's into manga, she means she's
Stop.
seen a couple of cartoons and thought they were cool.
Stop
But
it.
she is growing in her fandom. I will say that.
I
But she
do
doesn't like. Okay, so name one manga series.
One of us.
Shogun or Shogun.
What?
Shogun.
Shoot what?
Shuglu? What?
Where's my daughter when
Oh God.
I'm sorry.
Where's my
I put you on
daughter
the
when I
spot.
need her? Shogun. Shogun. How do you say it, you guys? I have read. Oh, what about the Notebook?
Shogun Jump.
Yes, that one.
Shogun Jump has a lot of animes in it. It's got
Shonen. Shonen.
Shonen
Shonen
Jump.
Jump.
It's got many
That's what
stories
you meant. Oh
in
my
it.
God. You know,
Honey,
what
you
she
gotta
should
do
have said was Naruto. What she should have said was Naruto. Diana said what she was talking about. Oh my God, she's such a normie.
But she is coming along nicely. I have to tell you.
Let's
My
all
daughter.
shame her.
Okay. So, guys, my daughter Larissa is actually the huge manga. I have seen some of the films. Please don't ask me the names of them. I don't remember, but they're very cool.
What are
Like
the
I love
names?
the hair.
Can you
I
name them?
always like the hair. You know. All right, I'm
I
gonna
want
stop
to
talking
ask
now.
You know what's funny
What-
though? In our household, because our daughter is an anime manga nut, we literally get packages from Japan and China
Oh my gosh,
2-3
it's so
times
funny.
a week, and it's always the weirdest.
So when I say I'm exposed to it, I am. It's
I
just
guess
that I
there will.
like. Yeah. Anyways.
Your daughter
Yeah,
We buy
sounds like a
drinks with
weeb.
marbles in them. She
But yeah.
buys drinks with marbles in them, and like then comes upstairs and says, "You want to try it?" And it's like the marble is in there to shake
Oh.
it, just like a spray paint.
Oh,
can, but
they
they
used
put
to. When I
Boba
worked
tea?
at, No.
Yeah.
No. It's They used to have those when I worked. I think at Albertsons or Safeway. They had them in a certain section. They have you have to take the stopper thing. And you have to push the marble down into this
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
We have some of those in our fridge right now. My daughter does. It's so funny.
They're actually pretty good.
Your daughter's weeb.
She's on her way home.
She's a weeb.
She'll be like,
Yeah, she's a total weeb, and
Filthy
it's
Beetlejuice.
hilarious because if you walk through our house, we have like 3 different levels of geekdom, and not one of them is necessarily higher than the other. It's just we have different like spectrums of it, and so like I'm almost all entirely comic, and I have some sci-fi in me, but Diana's like into supernatural weird movies, which are cool, and our daughter is like Japan. If I go into her room, it's like walking into Japan.
Like yeah. Yeah.
She's got
That's
like
literally
a
my
whole
room.
bunch of swords that she'll never use. She
Oh,
bought them
God.
because they looked cool.
Oh
What'd
God,
you
those
say,
are
Miss Reno?
expensive as hell. Those are expensive.
Yeah,
Your
Oh,
daughter's-
geez.
she's collected them.
I think it's too late to save your daughter. You need to quarantine her immediately.
Save her. I want to hire her and incorporate her.
She's amazing. She's super smart.
It sounds like your daughter will be Sun Master. Yeah.
Well, I will tell you, she's already got a consulting credit with the Trolls Exposed book that we're launching.
Yeah.
I sat with her
Super
yesterday and got like 4 different ideas for stories off of her. And I looked at her, I said, I'm going to end up having to give you co-writer credit. And she was like, no. But she is going to at least get a consulting credit because she literally just made me think about a few different things that I was like, oh, yeah, you're getting credit for this one, kid.
What's a gun sword?
A gun sword? I don't know.
What do you
But,
think a gun sword is?
It's a gun that looks like a sword.
or a sword that
Yes.
has
It's
a gun built into it.
that has a sword at the end of it, right?
Sort of.
It has a
Well,
Well, that would be
laser
like
on
a
it.
rifle bayonet, wouldn't it? Like a musket?
No,
No,
but it's
not
way
quite.
more edgy and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably has one then. She's got like all kinds of stuff. I said to her,
No, I
said,
know.
"No."
Okay, so I have to say, I know she doesn't have a gun.
No, she doesn't have a gun, but she might have a gun sword. That's
No,
different.
I don't see have a gun sword.
Mm.
Yeah, because a gun sword kind of has a gun with it. Like it's part of it.
She has a knife that's a metal paper opener. Does that count?
No, it doesn't.
Diana, you're not helping your cause here. Oh, shoot. So, you know what? I got to tell
I'm
you guys.
almost done eating. I'll put my camera back on. Go ahead.
I was very blessed yesterday because I received a text message from a childhood buddy who actually is in Cyclopean 1, 2, and 3. In a sense, he inspired the part of Tony Santo, who is Cyclopean's coach. And so I put him in there because the Cyclopean character was created when I was a kid. And Tony actually had a character that I based off of him when I was a kid. And I put him in there because I just felt like it was natural. And the guy was never able to back the books. Every time that we talked, the books had come out of funding, come out of the, in demand and all that. It was all done. But he found them on Amazon and picked up 1, 2, and 3 and sent me a tweet with pictures of them. And I was like, holy cow. But he loved them. So I was like just blown away. That kind of encouragement is hard to come by, like when someone else digs your stuff so much. He was just so excited. And part of that's, because he's in the book. But it was better than him, writing, going, hey, I got you 3 books, and can you just stop using me? Can you change Tony's name to Tommy? Something like that.
He did not say that. He didn't say any of that.
I said that would be bad if he called and said, can you change the names or not use it? Right. Yeah, no, he was ecstatic. And in issue 4, Captain Aura makes his first appearance, which was the actual character that I used when he was a kid. Now, long term, Captain Aura is not a character to be, he's not going to be around for very long in the series. But I wanted to bring him in because initially, way back when, I was making comics where Captain Aura was fighting Cyclopean from the other side. Cyclopean was a villain. So it's really kind of exciting. What's that, Diana?
Timothy. I believe
Oh,
this
cool.
is Timothy's stuff, right? I'm looking at
Oh, Timothy, you know what? I owe you an apology too, because I was supposed to get that video done. I'm going to do a video with his artwork to
Okay.
promote on the show and give him so he has something to toss around too.
Well, I
And,
got something that I started working on,
Okay.
and I got 6 frames of it done. If you want to put it on me, and I can hopefully show it.
Of course we do. But yeah, so I meant to do the videos and I got all caught up in my little troll book, and it's inspiration. I'm just burning through it while I do Cyclopean 4. So I'm doing 2 books a day. Oh, hang on. Can you show? I got it. I can do it. I think.
Just tell me when you're on me. Oh,
What happened, Diana? Why'd you go? What'd you do?
Nothing.
What did you do?
Nothing.
No, you did something. You gasped.
But it's okay. I fixed it. So it's okay. Everything's good.
I think you did.
Everything is good.
I'm not sure you fixed it.
Got the bunch of Pokemon.
Diana,
Yeah.
what'd you do? What did you do?
I'm sharing Rick's screen. Didn't you want me to?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. So he's
Okay,
sharing
so-
his screen. So Rick, tell us about what we're looking at here.
it's just a quick little thing. It's going to be part of a way bigger thing. My one character, she's supposed to be falling out of an airplane and switch into her superhero mode. But you don't see that. You just see this goes by quick. It's like half a second. So
I was going to say, because she doesn't look like a superhero right now. Right now, she looks like she's falling.
And she can't get up.
that's
What?
like it's
Well,
What,
so
Diana?
I was going to ask Rick, is this a new character for something you're working on?
well, it's no. She's new, but not new. My character Snowdrift. The book is being worked on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
It's part of a little trailer I want to do for the thing.
Okay.
So how long before she becomes an assassin?
Never.
You will make her an assassin one day. One day.
So wait a minute. So you're telling me, do we have 3 books in this chat? 4 books if we count Miss Rena, which we should.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Yeah.
We actually
This
have
is
4
awesome.
books that are like coming up in one chat.
Yeah.
is like
Well,
a
I've got
convention.
I've got 2
Yeah,
books
we have
coming
Rick,
up
we
at
have
the same
Tim.
time.
We have
All right,
Rena,
you
we
braggart.
have Speaking of you, guess what, guys?
Yeah.
Did we already talk about this? And I'm actually going to do one of the stories for the anthology
Yes.
for the trolls. I'm very excited about it.
You can take it
Yeah.
off me now, Diana. Too.
Did you guys
Yeah.
block me? What happened?
Nothing. What do you mean?
Anybody hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can't
Yes,
hear
I
us.
Hmm.
Diana. Something's
Hello?
wrong with
I
her.
would love.
Hello.
We can hear you.
I can't hear you through the stream.
Yeah, we can. We're hearing you. We're seeing you. You can't hear us.
Yeah, but talking to her like that doesn't let her know. Do sign language. Let her see sign language. Like, we hear you.
We can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Hold on. Talk now.
Talk.
I think my headphones just died. No kidding, guys. Really.
You know what my favorite one is? You know what? When they say something, so you say something.
All of a sudden, like I couldn't hear anyone. I'm like, am I frozen? I'm looking to Chris mute me.
Oh, just let it go.
I need some new headphones, guys. I'll have to order some or check Chris and Larissa. Anyways, what did I miss? Did I miss a lot?
Well,
No.
no. I was just commenting how we have like 4 books kind of represented.
Yes, we do. We have two
Timothy's actually got 2 coming out. Melvin 2 and 3.
Yeah,
So we
I
have
wish I
4
could-
creators, 6 books.
that looks good.
I wish I can show
those
you guys
are
pages from my
awesome.
book.
Do you have pages?
I do, but I don't know how to show them here because I'm on
Hold
my
on.
phone.
Oh
Mm.
yeah,
go back
yeah.
to
The
that.
phones are tough.
Okay, you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Is that cool or what?
I
Andy,
like the cards.
Mhm.
Andy's helping me. Andy's making these.
Those are cool looking. I like the colors.
And then of course there's like these blank ones on here. I think they're supposed to be like for sketching.
For sketching,
Yeah,
like,
like
a
a
sketch
sketch
card
card.
and stuff.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That's funny. That's kind of what I did. What was it, honey? 3 days
Hold
ago
up,
to do
hold
our
on.
sketch cards.
One more.
Yeah, you did.
I printed them out on
Nice.
11/17.
This is page 11 for Melvin 3.
So I had a question about this. So is he digitally drawing it in blue line?
No, I think he's traditionally doing it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it looks traditional, Chris.
Well, it
Yeah.
looks it, but I've seen some digital. It depends on the artist, but I wasn't sure if he was digitally using blue maybe to separate it from the black when he inks it.
Yeah.
But that's why I asked. I was curious.
Yeah, we'll be getting updates for a while, but I won't be getting the pages until like maybe 5 weeks from now. At least 3 of them, because
I like his layouts. He's got a really good eye.
because
It does.
his computer is being worked on. So, but we will be getting updates. So
Yeah, but I think that's awesome that he is doing it, with a good old pencil and paper and stuff like that. I
Yeah,
think that's
and that-
awesome. It takes a little bit more time, but at the end result is that he put his blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak, into doing
Well, that
this.
fourth panel looks like it's going to be a pain to ink.
oh yeah, that's all.
Who's
That's all.
inking all this stuff?
That's
Me.
Rick.
That's all for you, buddy.
There you go.
And then we go down further down. There we go.
Yeah, it's
You
just that
can't
one
rush
middle panel
perfection.
that looks like the worst to ink out of all of them.
Well, actually,
This is
perfection. Yes, it is. But he starts on. I pay him like on Wednesday, and by the second payment next week, he's pretty much done with it.
Mm,
So I
Good.
get like a page a week.
that's good.
Cool.
You've got the story already written, right?
Of course, I have it written. It's all in my
No,
head.
I didn't know. Some people are, whatever. So I want to ask a question to Miss Rena. You said that you have pages to share, right?
Yes, it's just that I can't share them because I'm on my phone. I need someone to do it for me.
Oh yeah, that stinks.
Do you guys
Well,
have
the thing-
Twitter?
The thing is, Diana, I have
Yeah.
I have the
Yeah.
stories. Hey, so I have the stories in my head, and I
that's
do.
good.
I do the storyboards on, of course, and then I send it to him, and then he draws them.
Nice. That's awesome. That's good that you already have it and he's got the whole thing. I think that's it's more than I got right now, and mine's all in my head, and I got to get it on paper.
You were saying, Rick?
That's it.
Well, Miss Rena was saying something about Twitter and
She
pages
was.
there.
So I wanted to hear what Miss Rena was saying. So let you guys be gentlemen and let Miss
I
Rena-
got a bug out, so the floor is all yours.
Okay. Okay. I can send you the pages through Twitter. That's all I was going to ask. If you guys have to, I can send it to you in the DM.
Yeah, if you do that, I think we could. Chris, you could do that, right?
What's that?
If she sent the pages to Twitter,
We should be able to share them in a tab.
that's what
Yeah.
she's asking, if she could do that. So yeah, if you want to do that, we can definitely share them. I would love to see it.
You guys know who that is?
Yeah,
Who is
Yeah.
it?
Superman.
No, that's Captain Stud.
I know. I'm just trying to be funny. You're always trying to be funny, and it never is. That was me trying to be funny. That
No, you were very funny. You made me giggle. So
Yeah.
these are different trolls that are going to be in the book.
Mhm.
They each represent a different aspect of trolldom.
Mhm.
Currently, my favorite is that big guy in the middle with the mohawk. Can I reveal
Who is-
anything, honey, yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so the big guy,
Might as well. You got it
He's
out there.
he's a bridge troll from ancient lore. And we go through his modern day life and what it's like.
The Billy Goat's gruff troll,
Which one? This one up here?
the big one.
The big one right here?
Yeah,
With
middle.
the squinty
You said
eyes?
he's a bridge troll, so the Billy Goat's
Yes.
gruff.
I guess, yeah.
I hadn't thought of it like that.
I'm gonna
And
have to
the
go
little dark
browse some-
the dark thing in between there.
Wait, Chris,
That's
hold on.
the-
Miss
that's
Rena was
act-
saying something.
Oh, I'm
Miss
sorry, I
Rena,
didn't hear you.
What did you
I'm-
say?
I'm gonna have to get out soon. My phone's about to die. I'll see if I can jump on my iPad. But if I don't, you can reach me at Magic Owl Media. It's in my
All right.
my thing, my name tag.
Okay, I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna
thank
friend you. Or
for
is that what
stopping
they
in.
call it
Yeah.
on Twitter?
Yeah. I'm
Follow.
definitely-
It's friending on Facebook.
Ah, well, we're gonna do it. But that okay. So I was gonna share that the little the smiling one next to the big one in the black robes with the weird shoulder blades. That's the troll from the Christmas story. That's not a Christmas story. Yeah. And there's so in the face over here, it's weird because I'm looking at two different screens, but in the woman over here, this thing went way too big. This one with the I love you face, she's gonna be a blast. She's gonna be what do they call them again, honey?
Cam girls.
Knee thought. Yes, knee thought. But that kind of gives you an idea of the flavor of what I'm looking at doing with it. We'll be covering all, aspects of it.
Yep. I cannot. My story is going to be obviously different from what Chris is doing. I'm looking more at the mythological history of trolls. Kind of researching a little bit about the Norwegian, Scandinavian, and that at that area. So I'm excited to do it. I just asked him tonight if I could submit a short story to the anthology, and he said go for it. He said we'll see what did you say the publisher says or something like that.
Yeah. I was messing with you.
Yeah. So
see
in
if it
other
gets by
words,
the
like, he's
editor.
trusting me. He's like, well, if I like it, it'll go in. I'm like, you're such a jerk. Of course it's going to go in. You don't have a choice. I'm your wife. Come on now. But yeah, so I'm really excited about it. And yeah, I'm just happy about it and can't wait to write it. And with all the other stuff that I'm doing, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, Chris.
What do you mean?
Go ahead. You were
What do
talking.
you mean, go ahead, Chris?
I butted in, and I didn't mean to butt in.
Well,
Yes,
I was
you
just
did.
addressing something that Lorenzo brought up,
What's
and
that?
it's true. The light blue lines when you see those in penciling when they're doing the artwork,
Yep.
those are what they call non-photo blue.
Oh, right. Those are invisible lines.
Well, they're not invisible if you shoot it with the right camera, but when you're shooting it with specifically a camera that's designed to shoot black and white art for press, which I don't even think they do anymore. Everything's digital now. But
Right.
when you scan, if you use grayscale, the blue will disappear as well.
Right.
It's something about the spectrum that the black and white is done in.
Mhm.
Now, I will tell you there are scanners that claim to do black and white, and they really just desaturate the colors, and
Right.
it doesn't have quite the same effect, or at least in my experience. Those are probably scanners that are too old. They probably do fine now. I don't know. I remember them having an issue in the 90s.
You're funny.
That was only 30 years ago. Don't worry about it.
Hmm.
So, look what I did the other day, guys, digitally. Last night, actually. I do all that digitally.
Very cool. Now, okay, so who are we looking at?
It's my character, Libra. What I did, actually, was I grabbed a Spider-Man here to get in the pose. I put him up bigger, did like a little where is it? A skeleton frame. You should be able to see it here in a sec. I'll take everything away. Based on the body, and then make him small, just so I could use him as a reference. And then did everything digital for that stuff. And then you can take away the frame.
Aha. Dun, 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 dun. So, how are you feeling with your art lately?
All right. I'm getting better. This is like the best thing I think I've ever done digitally. Yeah.
I just feel like, and I don't know if it's because we're getting out of the winter, and the nights are getting a little later, or if it's just the surge of a new year. But dang, if I'm not feeling good drawing lately, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I think it's kind of like everybody might be getting into the same groove, but I'm not sure.
Mhm.
I'm going
I
to be
don't know.
and I'm going to be coloring this up tomorrow night on my stream too. So
Color,
That was
yes.
great. That
So
was great.
some of the Trolls Exposed book will be in color and some will be in black and white because we found that the Christmas story art is looking way better in black and white than it does in color.
Right.
And it's because of the style of inking I'm using, but
Mhm.
it really does pop a little better in black and white. Now,
I'll be right back.
yeah, I might use some coloring in the lettering to separate it from the artwork a little, but nothing sharp and nothing, too dynamic. Just a little hint.
yeah. So for the
Instead of
troll
like a
book,
bold blue. What's that?
so I was going to say, so for the troll book, are you looking for any entries? Not that
Any
I
what?
could. More entries.
Actually, you know what? It's such a thing that if you want to do something and you want to get thrown in there, we can. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be doing like some one-page stuff. Like for instance, there are some real life trolls, historical trolls, like not trolls like as in monsters, but trolls that people have done to other people in history.
Yeah.
And I am gonna do a series of those. So I mean,
Yeah.
like it's gonna be anything from 1 to 10 pages. There'll be all sorts of things in between. And yeah, of course, we'd love to have it.
And
But
when would the deadline be?
I don't know. Let me do a little thinking, but we're going to have a 60-day campaign and we haven't even launched yet. We just put the sign up, just to
Yeah,
get it
yeah.
started, get a little buzz.
Just because, well, before I draw up or whatever, if you want to draw it up, I'm not sure what that part. I want to do a script and then send it to you. Make sure that's all right.
Well, honestly, bro, this is wide open. The only thing that wouldn't be all right is lolly child porn and actually porn.
Yeah,
I
well,
just won't step into the porn world. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
well, I wouldn't go along that lines, anyways.
I can tell you our stories are going to be so diversified that literally some are going to come right out of like the Norse mythology, while some are going to be, as relevant as the 21st century internet trolls that we all know and love every day. And I don't mean specifics, but I mean, we see them every day. We're on Twitter and
Yeah,
Twitter is full of trolls, and so is Facebook for that matter. So, and in fact, haven't we all been a troll once or twice in our life?
yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
something we can all relate to.
Yeah. Oh, Reckless, I don't think you'll mind. The link's up further in the chat if you can find it.
Oh, what's he want?
He was saying, mind if I join you all on stream?
Well, hang on. You don't have to scroll. I'll just repaste it. That's why I was asking, like I can paste it really easy. There we go. Everybody's welcome. We're just chatting a
I'm
little bit
back,
about
by the way.
Hi, honey.
Ah.
So,
If you want, you can take it off of me.
So yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah,
Nicholas
yeah.
wanted to come into the stream. I told him to come in and have a hot cup of something waiting. Ha ha ha. I was trying to be funny, like, come on in, I'll have a hot cup. Okay. Anyways,
Honey, you're so funny.
What? No, I'm not.
That was
So
funny.
No.
You're so funny, we forgot to laugh.
Right, exactly. Okay. So Miss Rena sent us some really great artwork to my stream. I mean, my Twitter thingy. So how do I do that? Can I just copy it? Let me see.
So, wait a minute. Let me ask.
What?
Yeah, but wait. Do you have Twitter open in a separate app, or is it just in a tab
I
on your
can
Chrome
share my
browser?
screen. Never mind. I can share my
That's
screen.
right. Yes. Just be
Okay,
sure you're not like sharing.
Screen.
Make sure you're not sharing confidential Twitter information, just the images that you want to show.
Yeah, well, there's nothing. No, yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Wait,
I'm just saying,
okay,
make sure.
Let me just double check. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to show DM. You don't want to
just do that live.
Well,
yeah, I think she just did that live.
You'll see. How do I do that?
Okay, Joe, so click on the picture.
Click on the picture.
Open it up.
Okay, I got that now.
And then you should have arrows on left and right if she pasted everything in the same tweet.
Okay. Oh, it's this one. Yes. Now I have it. All right, here we go. Isn't that pretty?
Oh yeah.
So that's
nice.
one picture. But I don't have arrows or anything.
Okay, so
Reckless.
you just hit X click and then go on to the next picture. Click it right away.
Like that.
You should have an arrow over on the right of your screen too, if
But I
it's in the
don't
same
see
chat.
it. Isn't that weird? But I think she did individual pictures. So this is another one from Miss Rena.
Yeah, in
Not
DMs
India.
in DMs, Chris, you can only give one at a time. On the regular Twitter, you can do 4 at a time.
That's
Here we
what I'm
go.
thinking
You guys
of.
see
Yeah.
this one?
How's my audio?
Your audio is rough, but you're not as bad as you were the other night when you were on. I think it was Lorenzo's show.
Yeah.
The back guitar it looked like there.
Can you
Let's
guys
see
see it?
if I can.
Yeah, we see everything. Honey.
Well, there's not
Honey.
much to see.
Is that better or worse?
Well, it depends on what you define as better. We can hear you, but we can also hear your motor when you're not talking. It's weird. Your microphone
yeah.
will like compensate when you speak, and when you don't speak, it says, "Oh, we got to pick up the other stuff." Like when you're talking, it doesn't notice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll make
we
sure-
heard that truck go by.
Oh, you're not driving a truck right now?
No, I'm not driving right now. I'm in the truck. I'm just not driving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we hear the traffic.
Usually, if I'm not driving, it manages to fix that. For some reason, it's not right now.
Well, right now it's not too bad. I guess maybe there was one that just went by or something. I'm just guessing. It sounds okay now.
I just closed the curtains to the front of my truck, so that probably helped.
Are you
So
going
quick,
to sleep
man.
now?
No,
God
he's
damn
not
it.
going to sleep. He's in here with us.
Sorry.
So Lorenzo asked, "Is Reckless Trucker at the
Or are
roller
we in
rink?"
there with him?
Rolling. Why the roller ring? I don't get it.
I think he's equating the background sound to roller rinks when
No,
you
because
hear
he
like
said he
all
was
the.
closing his curtains, you guys. I thought he was going to say goodnight.
No. I got the cab of my truck, so that way I can.
My
block out light
grandfather
and
was a
pass
truck
out.
driver. Did you know that? My grandfather was a truck driver. He used to tell me stories all the time. And when I was a young
Back in
girl,
the day when it was wild without GPS.
yeah, exactly. So think of back in the 1980s and stuff. My grandfather decided he retired. Well, he retired and he bought a Winnebago because it reminded him of his truck. And he used to take my sister and I from Florida. I grew up in Florida, and he
Florida
used to
woman.
go back north, right? And my sister and I used to drive in the Winnebago, but we wouldn't go to like a regular campground. We'd go to trucking things. Truck drivers. We're truck drivers.
Truck stops.
Park and stuff, truck stops. So we drive. He would drive up in his Winnebago with my sister and I in the back. We were like 10 and 12. All these truck drivers would be out. We used to get all kinds of vegetables. Like I remember one summer we stopped and 2 guys came up. They were truck drivers and they had like a whole truck of watermelons. And he gave us watermelons one year with peaches and stuff. It was fun. It was an experience. And we go into
That sounds peachy.
Well, no, it was a very culture. It was a culture. It was a truck driver culture, and it was kind of cool for me.
Did that go over your head, honey?
What?
That sounds peachy.
No, it sounds like
Peach?
peachy. Like that sounds cool.
Like a vegetable or like a fruit.
Oh yeah,
Peachy.
like the peaches.
Hey,
that we got
I got that a couple days before Christmas. I got 60 pounds of bacon because they rejected it because the boxes had been stabbed by forklifts, but the packaging that the bacon was inside the boxes was completely untouched.
Oh wow!
Ooh, that sounds good. 60 pounds of bacon.
Wow.
That sounds like a heart
bacon
attack.
that was bacon before. So the bacon goes to the butcher. It gets wrapped up in bacon, and then it goes and gets put into smaller places for like Walmart and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got it before it got separated into smaller packages.
Oh my gosh!
So you got one big package.
And then
No, I got like 4 16-pound packages and a couple of smaller packages of bacon bits.
Oh man, you'd be able to make like bacon bread and bacon jelly and bacon sauce.
Dude,
So, it just sounds like you might.
I was sprinkling that shit on tacos and stuff.
Well, I guess it made you really high on the hog at that point.
Oof. Dad jokes.
Did you really pig out?
Oh no!
Stop it! I don't need back injuries.
You swine!
This is awful. This is torture.
Oh shit!
You're killing millennial here.
Okay. So
They don't call me the Punisher for no reason, you know.
I'm glad that I could share that story with you guys. Did anybody know that I was reminiscing like when I was a kid?
Yes.
No, that
your
sounds
grandfather.
awesome. A lot like
Her grandfather used to drive him around in an RV, which he bought because it reminded of his truck when he used to drive.
It was
And
really
she heard
cool.
stories.
No.
And he'd make sure he honked at all the big three, the big wheelers.
And no, I did not, Lorenzo.
I was driving down the road the other day, and there were a bunch of kids at a bus stop, little elementary school kids, about 9 years old. And there was one boy yanking his arm in the air, going crazy, and everybody's driving by. And I honked my horn. And he was like so excited. They all got excited because I knew what he meant. He was doing the old chain pull. And nobody was getting it. They're all driving by him. And I'm like, somebody freaking honk. And nobody did. And I was like, and that's exactly what he wanted.
No, I recently had that happen with my semi. And it was the funniest shit because it was right outside of a school. And like all the suburban white moms were pissed. And every kid there started cheering. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing that as a kid.
That was the coolest thing as a kid. And like people, there were no trucks going by them. Like I'm sure if there was a big truck, the guy would have known. But I'm like, all this kid wants is somebody to honk their damn horn at him, and nobody would in it. So I did.
Make the kid smile. Look, I have a general rule: always make the kid smile.
Yep, that's the best efforts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm breathing.
You are?
That's a lie.
You talk
quiet.
so much.
Yeah.
So tonight, guys, we're having dinner, and I said, I really want to do a story for this book that you're working on. I think it would be a lot of fun. So I start just quickly Googling, trolls and just trying to get a feel for it so I can create something. And Chris doesn't stop talking. Yeah, you should take this troll and you should do this and you should put him here and you should do that. And I'm just looking at him like, I just read one paragraph of Norwegian trolls out loud to you. And he came up with all these ideas. And I'm like, no, this is for me. I want to do it. Stop. So he stopped talking. But now I feel like I've insulted him. So if I insulted you, Christopher, I'm sorry.
So, Diana, are you saying he was trolling you?
Yes, exactly. He was trolling me.
Oh my God.
No, the problem is, especially when I've been writing, you can't walk in and give me like half an idea for a story without me going, let me finish that for you.
No. I know exactly what you mean. Like if I get on a writing binge and I hear something, I'm like, oh, I got an idea, motherfucker. I got one.
Yep. Got to get my pen. Write
I'm
it
not
down.
sharing anything more with him until I have the first draft and I can show it to him and he can tell me nay or yay. Right? Because
I think it's his internet connection, Lorenzo. To be honest, I think are you on a cell phone? Like you're on a cellular signal?
Yeah, but I got really good connection. Is it having issues?
Well, you sound decent.
It just picks up a lot of the. I'm just saying, it picks up a lot of the background noise, and the odd time it ruffles.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the other night. But I can see like if this was like an FM radio station or like Sirius satellite, we'd be like, dude,
is this better?
That's kind of sexy. No, it's cool.
Actually, I'm under the covers, so.
Okay, now let's
Okay, that's too much information.
Yeah, it's not really a family show anymore. I mean, it's still PG-13 kind of.
No, is my audio much better right now?
Will it? Everybody else give an opinion. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's all right for me. I can hear you fine, like 99% of the time.
Yeah. You're understandable with that.
You just get a little bit of crackly,
You're understandable is the nicest way to say that. Let me try to come in a browser. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, I got a funny, sad story for y'all.
Okay.
After I fix this.
Okay.
Okie dokie, Smokey.
So, honey,
Actually, he doesn't want a Smokey.
is she pretty? You don't have to be
She
honest.
has a very unique look about her.
See that? I gotta clean him up.
I can't say she's all heart, but she's a little heart.
Yeah, a little heart. Hey, that's my Karen troll right there. The false halo. And
Yeah.
she's all offended. Yeah. There's a story about her coming. And actually, that's what's that, honey?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you said
I wonder what troll that represents.
you'll have to wait and see. But yes, there is an interesting story involving Mr. Triangle Head. I don't really have a name for him yet, but he is a troll. And he has he's on there because there's a full plot for him.
My troll is going to look totally different from all of these trolls, by the way.
Well, actually, how different can it? Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Never mind. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I forgot what your troll was.
Yeah.
I almost forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Will your troll make the cover? Because I can redraw this. This was guys. This
No,
was
it doesn't have to be in the cover.
Okay, but this was inspired this morning. I started this at about 3:00, and then just kind of played with it all day. So it's definitely not finished. Obviously, there's no color, but like as you saw when I got up close on this little guy here, the one with the weird horns, you can see there's a lot of cleanup that has to be done in there, and that's not even on the same level. It's because of the clouds. Hey.
Much better.
Sounds like you went to a payphone. Yeah.
Oh, is a payphone a good thing?
I don't know. I just remember the old days when payphones were pretty good. Like people would call you, they'd be anywhere, and I always could hear them. I always had good luck with payphones. Do you remember payphones?
Lorenzo, how much better is this?
10 times better? 1 billion times better?
I don't know if he's still there or not.
By the way, I wanted to ask, why is the lady troll a troll? Like, she's just an ethot, isn't she?
Yes, but that is a form of trolling, especially the way that she does it.
Is she one of those ones who secretly is married?
There's a lot about her that you're going to see. And she is definitely the modern internet. Like I said, some trolls are going to be very tied to Norse mythology, but some are going to be right out of the 21st century. She's one of them.
She's Pokimane.
Yeah, she's kind of cute. No. But I'm having fun with it. Hang on. Let me see if I can zoom in on this, because without color, you really can't see it too well. But see her necklace? She's got a nice necklace.
Yes, that's what I want to look at. Yep.
Yeah, nice necklace. And, of course, she's got herself a Captain Stud doll. And, of course, they're there having cupcakes. And these are all, like, inside jokes and stuff.
Those are jelly donuts.
Oh, no, those are cupcakes.
It was a Pokemon reference.
Oh, I'm still playing with... Yeah, I'm in another realm. But, yeah, that works. Jelly donuts. I need to look her up, apparently, right? Because I don't know much about her. Now she's like one of the most popular so-called influencers in the world, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, and she spit vodka into her cat's face one time.
Oh, that witch! I know who you mean now.
Yeah, I couldn't believe they let her stay on after that. Like, my
Well,
God.
I really have to be straight up honest. Three things that get me really skittish is like, like you mess with kids, you mess with animals, or you mess with like women who really can't be messed with. I'm not talking about like your bar brawling chick who goes in and starts something.
No, I get what you're saying. Like petite
Yeah.
lady in a sundress and shit.
Well, even just like domestic violence, I had a lot of that in my life growing up and stuff, and it's just not cool. Like I'm like, yo, dude, she's like half your weight, and you're mean, man. You know what I mean?
I've loaned guns to a few chicks, so I understand.
I've never done that. Maybe that would have worked. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at Rick, and he's drawing something very intriguing.
So, do you want to hear the funny story about me and my artist?
I think so. Diana's muted and talking to somebody, probably our daughter. So yeah, go for it.
Oh, hello there, daughter.
Oh, hello.
She says hello to everybody.
Hi.
Hello!
We're talking about manga. I've just been told it's called
Ask
manga.
her what a gun sword is.
Gun sword?
What is a gun sword?
I know what a gun sword is, yes, but I don't know what.
Your mom thought a gun sword would have a sword on the very end of the gun.
Oh no!
All right, you guys are all muted now. Stop. Bye.
Bye.
The daughter's gonna bring that up like 3 days later and laugh.
Hey, I gotta say though, Rick, I'm starting to dig that. Whatever that is, that's starting to really have a cool look.
Like that's looking dope.
At first, I thought he was doing a frog face or something, but now it's becoming like a Hulk-like manneristic guy.
I was thinking the Thing.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what I'm doing completely.
So,
Yes, bayonet.
Actually, I do. One of my guns does have a bayonet lug on it, but putting a bayonet on an AR-15 would be weird.
Yeah, kind of useless too, right? Well, I guess if you're out of ammo, but still, it might be kind of weird.
If you're out of ammo and you're down to a bayonet and you needed an AR-15, you're screwed anyway.
Yeah, it's not going to help much, is it?
No.
Unless you know what you're doing,
Well, yeah, like superhero potential type stuff, superhuman reflexes and speed, and a bayonet.
I'm overweight. I'm not doing that.
Hey, I can relate.
No, I just more mean if you hide in the right place, you can, like suddenly stab somebody in the gut or in the leg or something.
Did you guys ever see that Washington Post one, the special they did about AR-15s? And under one of it was included possible attachments, and one of them included a chainsaw bayonet.
No.
Like they full on seriously. Yeah, and it's like, oh my God, you just got trolled, you idiots.
Yeah, well, it sounds like somebody sent them one of the machines from like Resident Evil. There must have been an attachment like that somewhere. A 3D
something from Gears of War.
Yeah, and you send that in and say, this is my attachment, and people go, oh. Yeah, I can. You know what? I don't mean to make fun of Democrats, but sometimes they're that sensitive.
It's not even that, because where I live, there's not a single. Look, never mind. We have Austin. Excluding Austin, none of our Democrats are that dumb. It's the ones that are hyper isolated, like the LA ones or the New York City ones.
Right.
Well, because, I take it you're in Texas. Isn't that guy? I forget what his name is. Skinny guy. He tried to run for president. Or the leader of the Democrats.
Russ Perot?
Oh, God, no. He's talking about Francis O'Rourke. He doesn't get to be called Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah, that's it, Beto.
Yeah, fucking the dude after losing to Ted Cruz for the Senate seat, he abandoned his family and went to eat magical dirt in New Mexico.
Did it work?
No, he's still an idiot.
but he seems like one dumb enough to believe something like that chainsaw thing.
Well, now let's be honest though. If he had gone and eaten the magical cotton candy or whatever, dirt, and came back like with superpowers, it would be like, okay. Did you
By
make
the
up with
way,
your family after that?
by the way, funniest thing he said on the campaign for us Texans, by the way, he mentioned how in his city, look, we don't have a border wall in El Paso, and we don't have any issues with illegal immigration. I want you to remember that is where the local headquarters for ICE and Border Patrol both are. It's like, gee, we don't have any drug problems right in front of the courthouse.
Yeah, it's like bragging about being roach free for the square footage around a single combat trap, you know?
Right.
Although I have to tell you, I've been in roach infested houses. They walk all over those.
Yeah. But no, real quick. So, funny story with my artist, right?
Yes.
Me and him finally settled on a proper method of me making the story and him translating it to artwork, right?
Okay.
And so I sat down to properly write out my story, and I alluded to it earlier with the in my head was my biggest mistake. Because I have it in my head. My problem is that I'm trying to bring 3 different narratives together at once.
Mm-hmm.
But when I start writing one narrative, I just go off on that. And then I reread it and I'm like, crap, I got to add in the 2 narratives that are going to meet up. But I've already continued on the one. So if I jam it in there, it's going to be awkward and like you're going to be able to tell that I'm stitching it in there, you know?
Yeah, it's going to feel like a tack on because you forgot something.
Right. And so it took me like a month to figure it out just to do the first 10 pages, right? And so I told my artist in the meantime, well, really it took me like 2 months because I'm on the road. But I told my artist in the meantime, I'm like, look, I don't care. Have your commissions open. That's fine. It's going to take me a while to do this, right? I finally get it, and I send him money just to do the first 3 pages so I can have something for to start doing a little bit of advertising for it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he had like 12 commissions.
Oh, he must be good then.
He's also cheap.
Here,
Nice.
So now it's going to take like an extra 2 months at least.
Oh.
Well, in that time, you come up with more of the story and all that, properly down on paper,
Yeah, but I can actually, if you like, I can send you the mock-up pieces he did real quick, just so I can see it.
Yeah.
And I think I actually sent these to you a while ago because the first 3 pages were already nailed out as far from the very beginning. Give me 1 second. I'll send that to you, Chris.
Yeah. Did Diana totally leave us?
Probably.
No, I am here listening. I was busy talking to Kid. See?
You're talking to Kid?
And I was trying to be respectful.
You're talking to Kid? How's he doing? I haven't seen him.
Kid.
Haven't seen him since the 80s.
The child.
The daughter?
She is opening a package she got from Japan as we speak.
Oh, it's like an unboxing?
It's like
Except we can't.
Why isn't she live? Why don't you have the camera on the
I
unboxing?
can hand it to you if you want to show them what I got. It's not that
I'll
Show
show you what
them,
she
show
got.
them.
She's doing it.
Yes, we want to see.
This is from Japan, right?
Yeah, I ordered this from, I think it's Hello Japan.
What is it?
Hello
We
Japan.
can't. Diana, you need to turn on your camera so we can see.
All right, the guys want to see what you're getting, so come over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna put the camera on. She's passing.
I will pass them to you because I don't want to be like.
Look at the light.
Here we
That
go.
looks
Here's some,
good,
I think,
girl.
rice crackers.
Rice crackers from Japan?
Yep. What else you got?
Probably
there,
out of
girl?
date. These are little.
Probably out of date.
These are little Pokeball things with candy inside, and I think a coin.
Actually, that's interesting because they used to give stuff like
Pikachu,
that.
I choose you.
Yes, I must tell you guys, if I ever get Pokemon lonely, I can go downstairs and there's many
Yeah, it's
life-size
mostly Pokemon
versions.
shit.
Yeah, it's mostly
all Pokemon
life-size.
shit, just letting them know.
It's all Pokemon poop.
You could say
And it's
stuff.
life size.
These are. I actually have to unbox these. Well, I'll box these so you can see, but they're desk things, so they have a
Desk
purpose.
things.
You see, like if you look at the sides, it tells you what they could be.
Cool.
What, like president or the singer of a big band or?
Yeah.
Well, this is what happens when you become a young adult with a full-time job, and you can buy things that you want. Okay.
I have more.
Oh my God,
You
you
have
guys
more.
should have more.
I told you this was a shopping spree I went on.
She went us.
Any manga books?
Another kind of. I think these are nori cookie things. It's a 10.
What'd you say?
Oh.
Oh, that's cool.
I was just saying, any manga in there? Not just
No, but she's got. Let me tell you guys, she has collections. I told her she's not allowed to buy manga anymore.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to buy physical books anymore.
No, but she can't buy any more physical books. So this is a Pokemon.
Sounds like me. I've got like 3,000 comic books.
Yeah. She
Physical comic books.
Oh, look, it's lots of cool little canisters. Guys, I would not have allowed this. I would have said you have too much stuff.
And then, this is the main thing I went shopping for.
You went shopping for that and you ended up with all this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right, guys. The big finale.
It's not big, probably to
Well,
them,
you know
but
what?
it's big. I love collecting this kind of stuff.
For
So.
the nerds in my life that like to collect things, she likes to collect pens.
These were pens with specific wrapping around them for each type of Pokemon.
So they're all like Pokemon style. Can you guys see them? Pens that she ordered. They look very nice. Like,
they all
She
have
does that a lot.
wrapping.
She loves those pens.
She loves pens. She just bought
The question is, does she ever use the pens?
No, because they're collectibles.
No.
No, I do.
One
use
day
it.
they're gonna make her rich.
Oh my God. All right.
Yeah,
I'll open these and I can show you what these are.
So guys, she is a collector. Like she loves to collect stuff. And I am not a collector at all. I don't understand collecting. I never have. And
Let's see which one I got.
she collects. Like she keeps these things very pristine. She doesn't use them.
So
So
this
I'm
one,
gonna try one right now. No, I won't. She's looking at me.
no, you can, it's fine.
Anyways,
So this is, you're supposed to use it
hurry
for,
up quick, because they don't want it. Like I want it.
you asked me and now I'm showing
Oh
you.
my God.
We don't mind it, Anna. We don't mind the time to wait.
Hold
What
on,
is
there's-
that?
It's a whole thing to it.
I don't know. There's a whole thing. She's giving me piece by piece. She's too
Other,
shy.
no,
What is this like?
no, it's the other way. His little feet have little holes in them.
Oh,
I see.
I see. I got it. Okay. Hold on.
It's the battleground the Pokemon stands on.
Yeah. Who said that? They know what they're talking about.
By the way,
Reckless
hello, our
trucker.
Russian
Ta-da!
friend. I believe that's a Russian bot. Hello, Russian bot. Hey, is that a gun sword or just a strap?
Schlittenausch.
That's just a big, that's just
No,
a big
it's supposed
sword.
to be for. It's supposed
What
to
is it?
be. Can I have him?
Yeah.
It's one
No.
of those little ones, and you put sticky notes as a reminder.
Oh my God! It's a purposeful thing. Look at guys. Wait. I gotta stick his little legs in. Then you put sticky notes on it. It's a purposeful.
Bring it closer to the camera.
Wait.
He's supposed to have a shield as well, but
Slow down, go
I'm
slow
not-
because your camera is not yeah. Rotate it slightly. Ooh, look at that.
Neato. It's like he's carrying. Wait, is that
It's so-
Ooh, what Pokemon is that?
Surfetched. It's Farfetched.
Farfetched. Oh yeah. I was gonna say Farfetched, but it was slightly off. I forgot they gave him an evolution.
Yes, they did.
She's a
That is so
Pokemon girl.
Japanese. That is so
Along with
Japanese.
Mongo. Mongo.
Mongo.
I like My Hero Academia. I haven't read many of the books, but I've watched the whole cartoon.
Oh,
Yes.
it's really good.
This one. This was the other one.
Thank goodness.
I'm almost done. This is the other stuff I'll open by myself. It's just like a coin and candy and stuff.
Okay. She has one more she wants to show us. Now, who did that picture? I was looking at it. Christopher, what was that?
Well, we'll get into that as soon as you're done displaying the Japanese stuff.
Those Japs.
Okay.
So for this,
What is this? Oh, now I like this guy.
put that in.
Oh my gosh, you guys, look how cute this is. It's a little.
Oh, it's Oh, I really need to start playing Pokemon again. It's what's his name from Pokemon? Oh, that Lost in Time movie.
Yes. Tyranitar.
Tyranitar.
Look at how cute that is. It's got like a pen and a thing. Where are you going to put this?
Why isn't the pen falling out? Is that magnetic or something?
No.
Oh, no, it's floppy in there.
No, see,
It's doing a good job of hanging on to it, though.
Yes, I know. See?
I was noticing you're flopping it around. I'm like, and it's not falling
You
out.
put it on a table
Yeah, that's what she said.
like this.
That's
Alright.
the whole box.
Enough show and tell.
Well, you told me to come in and open it.
No.
That was
that's
awesome,
fine.
Larissa. Thank you.
No problem. Take my
So
stuff.
let's see
Your
what I
daughter
can do.
has good taste.
She does have good taste. She has, every time we go out, she always have like, she's,
I put there it is.
what do you call them? Like nerdy people? Like she always has like some sort of Pokemon or.
Hang
I
on,
don't
hang
know.
on. Dun 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 dun.
Chris, what are you
dun,
trying to
Ignore the Goku.
dun,
Uh-huh.
dun 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 dun
What's
dun
this?
dun dun. I don't know.
Who are
Dun
you
dun
showing?
dun. I don't know. So tell us about this.
It's a sketch that my artist guy did. Spy, by the way, I follow him on Twitter. It'd be easy to find him. I only have 4 or 5 followers right now. He's awesome, but from verbal cues alone, he made those 3 pages that I sent you, and he came up with the formatting all on his own with minimal instruction. And it's for my story. My story's about a genetically cloned and engineered repairman whose job is to keep the planet that they're on alive.
Oh, cool.
But he's a genetic failure, so he has free will.
Very cool. And who is the artist again?
Svy, SVY.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Yeah, and what's really useful for me is that he is from Spain, so he gets a lot of my Spanish folklore references.
Ah.
Does he have like a Twitter account or something?
Yeah, it's SVY. You can find him on my Twitter following, who's following me, because I only have 5 followers because I got banned over the dumbest stuff. But yeah, there's a satellite over the planet that they're on, and these clone repair people get launched to the planet whenever it needs repairing stuff done. And so those 3 he made purely out of comments, like verbal instructions from me. But we finally nailed out a proper way to write stuff down so that he can understand it.
Cool.
This is going to be cool when you get this done.
One day. But I really like that was just a rough sketch of it, and it still looks cool as hell.
Yeah, it does. It does. It shows a ton of potential. Again, another guy with good vision on his layouts. I like that. I've been messing with mine lately, but it's like there's a certain flow that I'm seeing, especially from artists outside of America, that I like.
Right. No, and he came up with those completely on his own too. Like I gave him no instruction on how to do the layout other than this needs to be front and center, you know?
Hey, look, I'm tiny.
That's what she said.
Cool.
Yeah, but this time it's true. I'm very small.
Oh. By the way, I love your goblin drawing itself in the background.
Yeah, that's actually, of course, it's time elapsed.
Yeah, I know.
this is actually going to be the basic demon that I'm using as another troll. He's a demon troll. But when he zooms in, you'll notice there's little heads in his hair and stuff.
Ooh.
He's like a troll on steroids. That's the best way to describe him.
Have you seen Goblin Slayer?
Not yet. Or at least if I have, it's been years and years. I don't remember it.
You've seen Goblin Slayers?
I've read Goblin Slayer.
Oh, okay. I only watched it. I don't do as much reading as I used to because I'm always driving these days. But like, if you really want to see evil trolls, watch Goblin Slayer.
I will.
It might be hard for you to get past the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, first 2 episodes are a stumbling block for a lot of people.
They earned an R rating and then just blew past it.
Is it a movie?
It's a show.
It's a show?
What's it on? Netflix?
What's it on?
Should be Funimation.
Oh.
Funimation.
Yeah, Funimation is where I got it. Yeah.
What are you like? Reckless and my daughter are like, yeah, Funimation. You guys.
Look, we're very. Oh God, she's a millennial too, isn't she?
Yeah.
29 going on 30. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. I grew up in manga, anime, and stuff. Like I grew up late night watching Bleach and Naruto.
Cyborg 009.
What was that?
What'd you say?
Cyborg 009.
Cyborg 009.
That sounds very familiar.
Was on Adult Swim late on Cartoon
Yeah.
Network.
I remember that now. I haven't heard that in years.
Yep.
I haven't heard that in like a decade.
That was my first anime after Pokemon / Digimon that I found late at night.
Digimon, Digital Monsters.
Yeah, Digimon. It's great.
I love how Digimon, like the first 2 evolutions of Digimon were like just add knives and guns to them. And then the third one, like half the time was, and now we're going to make them sexy.
Did you see the 3rd season?
No.
Third season had them going inside their Digimon. They were
God.
all nude. But
I remember that.
Body.
Yeah, like full blown freaking Evangelion style nude.
Yeah, and Evangelion style. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Digimon for the kids.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind that was like the only kids show I ever seen where you saw like adults with cigarettes and guns.
Yeah, Digimon was very interesting.
No, and like one of the characters' parents was like mid-divorce and stuff, and they did not shy away from how hard that was on the family.
No. They had like deaths, like straight up character deaths as well.
Right. It was well, I really respected it as a kid because it didn't treat kids like they're all stupid.
Oh no.
I don't know. When I was growing up, Star Blazers was about as edgy as we got. We had some Robotech.
Actually, when you were growing up, you guys had Watership Down. That was pretty damn edgy.
Watership Down's good.
Actually, I don't think I saw Watership Down and when I was a kid, but that may have just been my ring of syndication, you know?
So can I say something about Watership Down? Because I can actually contribute to this. I'm in the process of reading it right now. It is a trippy book.
Oh, whoever wrote it did all the drugs.
Oh my God. Like, I'm telling you right now. It is like when I'm done and I'm like done for the day and I go to bed and I pull out one of my books that I'm reading. The bunnies have like I have this relationship with bunnies now. And I care about them in such a strange way. It's so weird. So
they're some of the most human characters to be ever to be put in a kid's book.
Exactly. And so my daughter had said to me, the one that was just talking, Larissa, said, Mom, why don't you read this book? It's really good. I have 2 copies and maybe we can like read it together and talk, like do a book thing, like Mom and Dad. I'm halfway through. She's such a fast reader that she's like, well, I want you to read enough of it so that when I start reading it, I will, we'll be able to get. So I'm like halfway through. By the
Okay,
way.
I'll have to.
So she's gonna start reading. But what a trippy book that is. See, I finally got to say something.
Yeah, that's
If
the.
I really,
That's the
oh,
movie that we watched.
That's the movie, and I did see the movie. But
I
the
love
book is
that
so much
movie.
better. This is a great movie. Oh my gosh.
This is the
No,
trailer from the movie.
That and the old school 80s Hobbit was my favorite movies as a kid, apparently.
I like the 80s Hobbit too. I remember that.
Well, this is from like when I was like 3 and 4 years old. My dad would put this on for us while he was cooking and stuff.
Well, I got some
Right.
certain programming from I want to say, oh, was it the secret? No, what was the one where there was a cobra and
That'd be G.I. Joe.
no, there was like a muskrat or something that was fighting it. Oh, Ricky Tikki Tack, Ricky Tikki.
Ricky Tikki Tavi.
I was gonna say Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Yes,
Ricky
that was
Tavi. I remember that one.
That sounds very familiar.
for some
That was
reason I
my
saw
favorite.
that multiple times.
It was about a mongoose, Larissa said.
Thank you. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And it had to fight a cobra, and it was really scary for like a kid my age, and exciting because we always won.
Well,
he goes to fight a cobra because a cobra ate a baby bird.
Oh, you know what she said?
Like,
Yeah.
it was a child death.
It was.
But doesn't Ricky Tikki take care of him in the end?
Yes, it was. He kills the husband and the babies.
Oh my God.
And I believe the female cobra goes to take revenge and kill the kid in the house.
Jesus.
Yes.
And he manages to save the kid just in time, and then they take him into the home.
This is like some Hatfield and McCoy bullshit.
Well, no, people wonder why my writing is so stark, bold, and crazy sometimes. And it's because when I was a kid, I grew up with the wildest stories.
All right. Thanks, Riss.
Like,
Bye.
Like when we were kids,
Nice
our
meeting
stories
you.
weren't always
Nice meeting
cute.
you, they said.
have a good night.
Have a good night. Yes, Chris, I know. Some of
Our
the
like Bambi had real consequences right from the beginning.
Right.
Oh my
Well, that
God.
whole era was a weird blip when it came to kids animation because they actually respected children.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the last the only TV show in recent memory I can think of that did that was what was it? Gravity Falls. That's the only one.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, it actually really does respect children, and there's the concepts of death and family falling apart and stuff like that. And it's on like Disney Channel.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, everything else on Disney Channel, well, I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is trash.
Yeah, actually a big fan of anything that's coming out these days. Pretty much from anybody that's in a corporate, like the corporate stuff is just leaving me dry. I don't know. I don't want to get into too much of a wine fest, but yeah.
Let me give you a great example. One of the main villains in it, and I'm not going to give you any spoilers though, is straight up an Illuminati Satanism reference.
Huh.
Really?
Holy cow.
Yeah, and these kid heroes have to fight it, and there's like genuine life and death consequences going on.
See, I don't disagree with challenging kids. Like, so Cyclopean 4, I can't give away any of the real, I wouldn't call it shockers, but there's some twists and turns and some definite surprises. And Diana questioned me at first about why I was hitting some of the topics I'm hitting. And I told her it's because I think kids need to not only see real life situations in their entertainment, but how to handle them. Like certain circumstances, kids just get a kind of like a gloss over in life, and they don't really, see role models doing anything that's real.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the other part of what you're talking to is like, and I had this out with my sister, and eventually she admitted I was right. Keep in mind, I'm the one that doesn't have kids.
Sometimes it's perspective, right?
Right. Well, like when you're a small kid and like you see on Nature Channel a snake eat a mouse, you know what's happening. You know that mouse just got murdered.
Right.
like when you're walking down the street and you see in the neighbor's yard 2 dogs stuck together, you know what's going on. Maybe you can't explain it, but you point and laugh.
Right.
You know, but people act like, oh, these kids just don't know anything. We got to protect them from all the world. And it's like, no, that's how you create kids that don't know how to react to these situations. Because they know what's going on. They just have no frame of reference on how to deal with it.
Yep. Well, it's like I can relate to that. When I was raising Jace solo, which was pretty much from 3 to what was it, honey? Maybe 12 when you 10?
10, 11, yeah.
Yeah, he got everything straight up the barrel, you know, like there was I didn't sugarcoat virtually anything. And sometimes I wish I had, but looking at how he came out, I'm pretty happy with it. You know what I mean? It's just, he wasn't raised under the normal sheltered, you know, white middle class type lifestyle.
True.
Right.
More
You
like
didn't,
I was
you
a
didn't
bumbling
helicopter him.
Well, it was, yeah, and it was almost like Inspector Gadget. Do you remember that cartoon? My son would have been Penny in that. I would bumble through life, and he was constantly behind me, kind of, you know, just.
Are you sure about that, Dad?
Oh yeah, he was always there, just, you know, kind of, you know, like he was the one. We used to play a game called Hottie Naughty, or to be precise, I used to play it, and he used to get mad at me, and that would be when we saw a girl, because this was Florida. One of us would declare Hottie Naughty, and you know, we would see if we agreed. And yeah, he would just lecture me until I bumped a car. I bumped a car doing it. I was slowing down and bumped the car in front of me, and that was it. He was like, "No more Hottie Naughty ever."
Yep.
God, I love that. That is wonderful.
Listen, he thanked me. He's like, "Thank God I don't have to do Hottie Naughty with my dad anymore." Like, what? What are you talking about?
It was torture.
Well, I guess for like 9 and 10-year-old boys, it wasn't as thrilling as I thought it would be, because I, you know, would be driving around. And I'm sorry, my wife pointed it out too. Florida was bad for me because everybody is half dressed in Florida.
Yeah.
And apparently I had roving eyes and didn't even realize it.
You pervert.
Yeah, no, it really was bad.
And I would go like this. I'm like, "Excuse me, stop looking at her breasts." What?
Hey, real quick. Cross this thing. I was going to say, Cross this thing is coming out awesome.
Yeah, that's why I pulled it up. I'm liking it.
Looks good.
I'd zoom it more, but I can't. He's got too much control.
By the way, I don't know how much I can say, but I have a similar thing with my dad.
Yeah.
All right, now I really like it, because I couldn't tell those were little things on his legs, little people.
Yeah. Oh my God, they are! I thought they were hairs. That is great. What's going on here?
I don't know exactly. They're with, as far as I'm concerned, they're with him. They just, you know, like, I wouldn't say parasites, but they live sort of right near him, or they're always around him. You know,
like the birds on rhinos' butts.
Something like that, I guess.
I like it.
I'm working. This
They're
is
tagalongs.
Yeah, I'm working, and they're all, you know, really agile too. They're gonna be all like Spider-Man type agile.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's something I don't know how it's going to work out, but this is I started doing this from my troll idea, and I have no idea what I'm doing with it.
But you know what? That's cool.
Actually, Rick, that looks really good.
It does. I like it.
I like the perspective of it. He's like looming over somebody. It's very good.
No, I was going to say I had a similar scenario with my dad in that, like, growing up, he always tried to encourage me to go flirt with this chick or hit on that chick, you know?
Yeah.
And like he was convinced until I was 22 that I was a virgin. And then he made he made this comment to one of my friends, and one of my friends like, "What the fuck? No." And I guess my dad just never realized, like, no, I'm awkward about this stuff, especially with my dad.
Yeah.
You just don't kiss and tell.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but
So
I'm like especially awkward with my dad about it because, my dad is my dad, for example, has a lot more roving eye than I do.
Well, I think my son is a little bit more reserved about sex than I am. And when they told us,
Jace, must you talk
when they
about
told
it?
us they were pregnant,
Oh my God.
I looked over at Diane and I went, "They're having sex."
They've been
And they're like,
married
I
for
never
2
would
years,
have
by the way.
guessed.
But then
Guys,
the
they've
best
been married
part,
for 2 years. Yeah.
but then the best part was my daughter and her boyfriend of like 2 or 3 years. I looked over at them and I said, "Hey, you can get busy as long as you're pregnant by February. That one can be here by Christmas, and you can join the party."
That's I do not
Diane was
envy.
so
Like
I
they
do
haven't been
not.
having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like I was implying that they still haven't had sex.
I do
And
not
then-
envy your kids. I feel awkward on her part. God.
Isn't it awful?
I'm the
He's
worst.
terrible.
I am the worst.
Yeah, he is.
What is this hottie naughty thing that you
So-
humans are talking about?
Lorenzo.
When I was in my early 30s, I had this habit of when I was in Florida, driving around with my
There we
son,
go.
and if there was a good-looking girl walking the street,
Yeah.
I would look at him and go, "Hottie naughty," and he would look and he would think if she was pretty, he'd say hottie, and if she wasn't, he'd say naughty.
I just want to
And-
interject right now. I also feel sorry for Diana.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
hot. So it's like hot or not.
right, and it went on for about 2 summers until I hit that person in front of me very lightly, but enough so that my son freaked out, and we were no longer allowed to play the game. And so that
He'd
game
always
was
shame
retired.
you for getting into a car wreck.
Yeah, well, it was
Yeah,
like,
I think that's when
and he
you
had
go.
warned me before,
Yeah.
like 'cause we were more like best friends than we were, father son. Although there were times where I had to put down the father foot and it worked fine, but like most times we were buds, you know.
Like when
Hopefully
like
it's
if
a
you call
healthy
him
mix
watch
of
his
the two, you know?
SpongeBob.
Yeah, the SpongeBob thing was crazy because I told him SpongeBob was from Satan and it would turn him homosexual.
Yeah, what the hell?
I hated SpongeBob, but on the other hand, so Diana
My
comes
girls
down
liked him.
and we get
Liked
moving.
SpongeBob.
Listen, we get married and the kids move in, right? The girls
Oh
are
my
SpongeBob freaks. And to top it all off, they go, "Oh my God, you're watching South Park." I let them watch South Park, but not SpongeBob. Complete hypocrisy. Didn't really know what I was doing, but I thought I was doing the right thing at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
No!
my son is like, "SpongeBob's from Satan, and you guys are gonna turn gay." And Diana's like, "What?"
I just
Oh, yeah.
imagine you like in your chair, like trying not to laugh.
I'm sitting there looking at Chris at this point, going, "You allow your son to watch South Park. My girls watch SpongeBob, and they think like Krabby Patties is like the best thing ever. They have no idea about anything that Chris is thinking, very innocently. Yet it was. Let's put it this way: the early years with Chris and I. It could have been a comedy show because I said, this man is off his rocker. I'm like, no, you cannot watch. Girl, South Park is on. Go to the bedroom. Mom, come on. Jason's out there watching. They're all the same age, right? And I'm
Jason's on
glaring
his
at Chris
elbows
going, "You're
with
creepy."
hands and chin, laying there watching it, and the girls are like getting mad because he can watch it, they can't.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
was
that
this
didn't
person? I'm sure you've mentioned before, but did you ever?
Hey,
force it
Lorenzo
out?
just came in.
Yeah,
No, he came in 5 minutes ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm the one who asked about
No.
South Park.
To tell you the honest truth, though, these kids, we were blessed because they got along instantly,
Yeah.
and they really
did.
needed to. Because like Diana and I would have insane arguments over petty things, and like I
Her
remember
husband's
one night.
crazy, just saying it. That he's out
Yeah,
there.
right.
Also
One
watching.
night we're out front, and we ended up getting into an argument. And I started walking away, and she was mad. Started following me, and next thing you know, we're going all around the neighborhood, walking and talking and yelling and running. And
Yeah, he is good. I was gonna
the kids
beat
are
the
watching
crap
us
out of him.
from outside the bedroom window. All three of them, just like, they're insane. They're completely insane.
They're watching their father and I go at it, yelling and screaming like a bunch of hooligans. I was
Out
so mad.
front.
I was going to take him down and beat the living crap
Yep.
out of him
She
because
was
of
gonna
his
do
mouth.
that. Yeah.
You guys think he has a mouth? Let me tell you, the man has a mouth on him that doesn't know when to quit. I was going to kill him one day.
You know what, Mike?
Fortunately,
You know what?
I was
Go
half a
ahead.
step faster than her the whole time. So like, he would go to swing and I would just run away.
It
That's
was not funny.
Oh well, so
You
that
laugh
literally
now,
was trying
but
to
in the
hit
moment, it
you.
was not funny.
Yes.
I have
You know what my awkward thing about seeing my dad outside at night is? My dad will get drunk, and then when he's drunk, he doesn't care what the neighbors see or think, right?
Oh dear God.
Right. And so then he'll be on the front porch, which is like open to the front street, in his underwear and a rocker, right? Smoking usually something like an aluminum foil pipe.
Oh snap! I used to do something like that.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I'll step out. Like I would step out because I smoked at the time too. I don't anymore because I'm a trucker. And I'm just like, dear God, Dad. And he's sitting there in like 5-year-old underwear with a hole right where the nuts are.
Oh my gosh.
Legs splayed, rocking that rocker chair.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Old age is coming for us all.
He wasn't even that old. He was like 40 at the time.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
funny.
and it's like, dear God, why are you doing this to me? He's now he's like 50. But just
I just wanted
awful.
to zoom in on that for a second.
What's that?
I said I just wanted to zoom in on that for a second. I wanted to look at the head and the ears, or the
I like it.
head
He's got
and
like
hair. What's that?
I said I like it. He got like a Cro-Magnon structure to him.
Yeah, you know what's weird though? I don't know how to define anything I do. Like Diana is talking to me about writing terms and stuff, and round and flat characters and all this stuff. And she was pointing out like all this stuff I end up doing naturally, but I don't really know what I'm
He
doing.
doesn't have the verbiage for it.
Right.
So she's a martial artist. You're a street fighter.
Basically, yeah. Like
I'm still trying to figure out
literally
what the difference is.
I'm taking courses. I'm learning how to basically use all the tools a writer uses formally, where Chris is just a natural writer. I think I'm a natural writer too, but I'm learning the pieces of the craft so that when I interact with people or when I do step out on my own as a writer, I'll have the verbiage and the wherewithal to.
No, I have to tell you something though, honestly, as your husband and your friend and all that jazz.
Oh my God, here we go.
No, but your writing is getting better because of your schooling, because it's exposing you. Now, one thing I'm good at is no matter how bad I am at something, if I'm going to put it out, I put it out. Music, art, whatever it might be, I'm going to do it. Come hell or high water, where you talked yourself out of writing until you couldn't, until you were in a class and they were making you write.
Right.
And then you started coming out of that, like that shell. The thing I always try to tell people about starting off in comics is just start. No matter how bad it is at first, just start. Because once you start, you'll learn and you'll grow and you'll get better and you'll enjoy yourself instead of like always doing half a, you know what I mean? Half an idea and not getting it done. And
yeah, well, you just like you were a one-man show. You had to basically do everything. So you wrote, you learned from what you read, as comic books probably, in your writing, Well,
you want to hear the sad truth? When I was a kid, I was actually so picked on and such a little nerd that I didn't have any friends that would make a comic with me. Now, I had friends. I had 3 friends, really one friend, and he had 2 friends that were my friends because he was my friend. But but none of them drew comics. So like I had that's where Cyclopean came from. That's where Captain Nora came from, and each one of us actually had a persona. But like I didn't know anybody. Nobody would persona. But nobody would draw with me. Nobody would color with me. I was like Rudolph. I couldn't play in any reindeer games. But
wait, did you have a reindeer persona?
Yeah, well my nose was red, but it was because I kept eating cat food and it gets abrasive.
What the
No,
hell?
I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Oh.
No,
I've been noticing a lot of cat food references in Comicsgate. Like, what is it? The Shane Davis, like his channel.
Shane
Like,
Davis.
I guess like his audience will accuse people like, well, this person's an SJW. They must eat cat food, and it's like, what? Yeah, they have to survive off of cat food. Which
I
is
think
the
that's the
funny
way-
thing is that they actually like Shane and Yancy like actually not only own cats, but Yancy calls herself a cat mom. So I'm like, I don't quite get it, you know.
I hate
What did
when
the people who own the
refer to
cats have the cat
themselves
food?
I hate it when people refer to themselves as a cat mom or a dog mom, because I'm just like, no, that's not your child. It's a part of your family, but it's not your child.
It's not literally the way that the animal looks at the person is kind of like a parent, because the domesticated animals have lost so much of their wild genes that they actually do kind of, what do they call it? The imprint. There's the person imprints themselves. What's that called? You know what I'm talking about? Imprinting.
Yeah, no, you got the right word. No,
So I think that it is kind of similar, but it's kind of different.
But you know what? I saw a movie. I think it was off of something Stephen King wrote, and this wife and husband were having sex, and he chained her to the bed. Okay, handcuffed her.
Oh God.
And they were out in a cabin out in the woods. Now check this out, right? They start having an argument, and she's still handcuffed, and he like stands up and then has a heart attack and dies right there.
Oh yes, I go ahead.
Yes, you know exactly what I'm
that's
going to
random.
remind you of. After like a little while, I guess, like a couple of days, and like the dogs had started eating the dead body, and once they got through that, they were hungry and they started wanting to eat the woman. Now I don't know how factual it is, but at least in the imagination of Stephen King,
Oh no!
I think my chihuahua would eat me if she was locked in here long enough with me and I died.
Well, humans like crashed in the Andes and ate each other. So
Yeah,
Most messed up part about that Andes thing is the city was like one ridge over.
what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that soccer team, that ridge, the city was like one ridge and a mountain to hike over. That was it.
Oh no!
And they were like, they had humans stored outside because it was cold and like getting bacon strips off of them.
Oh, no.
And they didn't know, right? They're trapped in the middle of nowhere thinking we don't know which way to go.
Could you imagine being the guy that realized that? I'd probably shoot myself right then and there if I could.
I'm sure they suffered some all sorts of psychological trauma after that.
Yeah, there's some documentary where they did interviews about it, and what's creepy is everybody's like having mental breakdowns and discussing it. And there's one dude in the interview who's just like, oh, yeah, just take off a strip and started eating it, And it's like, yeah, that's the psychopath.
Nonchalantly saying that.
Well, I imagine after your third or fourth person, you get pretty used to it.
Yeah, no, that's what the one guy was saying. Well, everyone else was having mental breakdowns about it.
Oh, no.
He must have been the butcher, the one who did all the cutting up.
Probably.
And they say everything tastes like chicken, right?
Oh, only if they're Asian.
I don't know. I was watching. What the heck was I don't. Never mind. I don't even think it's real. Hey, I had a question about cannibalism, though.
I take it Diana must be AFK.
No, I'm like dying.
Is it a sci-fi or a fictional trope that when people eat people, they get the shakes?
No, that's an actual thing.
Okay,
that would make sense. Listen,
Yeah,
yet another reason humans aren't allowed to win Lost.
Well, the last time I saw it referenced, Diana, was in The Walking Dead when they were eating people and getting shakes from it.
No, that's an actual thing. You'll also get the shakes if you eat horse too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Diana,
Something
we gotta
about
get rid of that horse.
Something about the enzymes and proteins. I don't know exactly, but they don't interact well with your
Hey, they
neurological system. And I think the same thing with cat. I think I can't remember, but
yeah, the last one
I've never heard this. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was teasing. I've never eaten a cat knowingly.
Oh boy, I've never heard this before, but it makes sense that some things wouldn't be very healthy to eat, and have some negative effect on the body. I mean, I'm sure there's all sorts of food people shouldn't eat, but
well, in many fictional stories, I've heard about the shakes from eating the dead, so it's kind of interesting to, hear that is in a real life thing too.
Yeah, no, it's a completely real thing. It was actually referenced in Fallout 1 and Fallout 3, actually.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. And
yep.
There's a handful of other animals that if you eat them, you'll get the shakes. I can't remember what they are right now, though.
That's just gross.
But, yeah, so, if it's the post-apocalypse.
It's gross, but it's one of those little details. Like, I can see a horror story where somebody goes to a town where everybody's got the shakes and he thinks, oh my God, what if they're all cannibals?
Turns out they're just eating horses because they're starving. It's the Great Depression.
Yeah. Or they're all on meth and they just want to kill you.
In other words, it's small town Missouri.
Yeah, so what's the deal? Like in the land of the lost, we would use like crystals to all sorts of things. Like we use that to create that dimension, and I think that's how we like travel to other dimensions. I can't remember because I was just barely a hatchling when I came to America, but you all use crystals to smoke meth.
Yeah, they have crystal meth
and spoons.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. That's another thing. Let's see the sort of degeneracy that humans cannibalize, that smoke meth, and crack. In certain cases.
Well,
let's see. They turn into ghosts and zombies and like other undead, like vampires. Yeah.
Hey, crystals can do everything here in the real realm.
If you insert enough crystals into you, you're either going to get a disease or cure a disease. That's what I've been told.
Or you can make a radio.
You could.
I had a crystal radio when I was a.
Is quartz a form of crystal, or is that a different kind of rock altogether? I don't know.
That's a good question.
It's a crystalline structure, so it's technically a crystal, I think.
I've always liked quartz.
I'm not up on my white girl crystal up the butt cure cancer knowledge.
No, but they put quartz in Timex watches, and they're fine as Switch watches too.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, although I haven't had a watch that needed a crystal because they've all been digital since like 1999.
Yeah, I remember like digital SpongeBob and Marvel watches and stuff.
Do you remember? I just thought of it too. They used to have those little watches with the LCD light up, little like it was digital, but like you had to press the button and it would glow like a little. Yeah, it was just a little tiny. The numbers were that was so weird, but it was so awesome when it came out.
That was like late 90s, wasn't it?
I don't know. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, because I remember finding those in like garage sales in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So, hey, Chris, it's like 25 after 10. How much longer are you guys wanting to go?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't even know where my wife is. I know I'm getting tired, but like I stayed
I'm here, but I didn't want to be the one again to say, okay, guys, I gotta go. I was trying to see if my husband would say anything, but his mouth never stopped. So
no, he just doesn't look at the time. He just doesn't look at the time.
Before we go, but before we go, I have to show you what I was talking about because they actually turns out the ones I'm thinking of were closer to the 70s. But let me grab it because I just pulled it up and I'm very excited. But they all look just like this stupid thing right there. So see that's
Some
like
sort of futuristic watch. It looks like.
Well, like see the little red display? Those were tiny, tiny LED light ups. Like, and you would
like
have
the
to press
face
the button
of
to make it work.
like the face of the
cool.
robot dog.
This was one I could never. Yes, I could never afford this one. This was always in the magazines, but it's a little tiny calculator, and you would use a pen to press in on the buttons.
I had a couple calculator watches. They were inexpensive ones.
Now this one's a newer one, but I never had anything like that one there. This one,
Real
like,
quick,
this is
Sylvan,
big.
what do you mean VAR?
I don't know.
Oh, that's
That's just a bot.
Hi,
Are
bot.
you sure?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, they show up in all these different chats with using different names.
I thought he was giving you the information about what it was.
No, it's some sort of. They'll show up with like some sort of. I don't know if it's Russian or Ukrainian, but it's some sort of Slavic-looking name.
Well, sometimes they have ordinary-looking names too.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll have like more Western-sounding names, but
they're not very nice. I try to make friends with them, and
They
leave
keep
every time.
They keep making angry Russian noises.
It's kind of weird. I don't even know if they really are Russian or if whoever's creating them is just doing that to mess with people.
You know what? They're probably Chinese that are faking being Russian because that's a common tactic.
I think that on some sites they might be creating some sort of link, but it doesn't seem to work on YouTube. I think they want. I think it might be designed for people to click on and then get some sort of have it like mess up their computer or something, but it doesn't seem to work with YouTube.
It's like a phishing scam for comment sections.
Yeah. Except for whatever reason, it doesn't even show up as a link to click on in the chat, so it's kind of pointless.
Yeah, and they haven't realized it yet.
Real quick, can I make a comment?
Yeah, whoever is running this scam.
Can I make a comment too about that writing styles thing?
Yeah.
One thing I found very odd with myself is because I grew up with manga, and like when everyone else was reading Harry Potter, I was reading like The Hobbit and the Dune series and Lord of the Rings and stuff, right? And so I find that I'm overly critical of my own stuff because I'm not going to compare to Tolkien or Frank Herbert.
Yeah, see, I don't know. Diana would be the best probably person to judge this. But I don't know. I don't really think about any of that. I just kind of start telling a story. And then if I look at her while she's reading it and her eyes aren't getting sparkly, I like adjust it.
No, I still do the story, but it's always in the background of my head, and it forces me to do like 20,000 edits.
Well, I think I'm sick because I always think like, oh no, this is a damn masterpiece. The world is gonna love this.
Meanwhile, all you did was smear shit on a canvas.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes when I read my own stories, I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna put this in because this is a twist, and I like it, and I don't really have any clue if it's gonna work. I just think it's going to work. And Diana, to her credit, every time she's been hesitant and I pushed it, people have said stuff like, ooh, I didn't like that, and I'm like, oops.
You overly M. Night Shyamalan.
You just do what you like, what you know. And
right.
It sounds like
figure if you like it, somebody else is gonna like it.
But it sounded like earlier that Diana really wants you to go to sleep.
Yeah, well, that's because I have to work in the morning. So, guys,
Fair
I guess
enough.
I'm going over the sign-up sheet real quick.
I have to work too, by the way.
Oh, shit.
One of those things that's called a job. Oh, here
What?
we are. The Tales of Trolls.
Ooh.
Sign up if you haven't already signed up. I think
Oh,
it's going to
also-
be a really cool graphic novel.
I'm very excited about the character you're looking at, but I cannot tell you much about the character that you're looking at.
Oh,
It's
also,
going to
do
be
you
a
guys have?
60-day campaign. I'm sorry, what, Reckless?
Oh, sorry. You're wrapping this up. I'll hit you up on Twitter.
All right, that sounds cool.
I like whatever
I
what
am-
Reckless did with his sound, because before when he was on my show, it was like really bad for it had a couple of partially deaf people on there who have to use headphones in order to.
Oh yeah, Daniel,
And
right?
so it was really hurting their ears.
Hmm.
And
So
there were
you-
probably other people on there using headphones.
So, Lorenzo, would you say he was reckless with his audio?
No,
Oh, yeah.
in a way, but unintentionally.
He probably sat on that one waiting. I'm going to wait for this one. No, but for Reckless, it does. You do sound much better than before. But I am getting out of here because I have some homework to finish. It's due tomorrow.
So
And
Diana, why don't you close out the show then?
I'm closing out the show. So Trolls Exposed. Check it out on Indiegogo. And thank you all for joining us. It's been a fabulous conversation. I've enjoyed it. I've listened to you guys a lot. I've added my 2 cents here and there. Chris,
Actually, it
is
was
there anything
32 cents. We counted.
Oh, stop it. Stop taking tally marks on how much I talk. But anyways, I'm
Yes.
excited about the new projects that we heard. Timothy and Rick and Reckless and our new young lady that popped in, Miss
Rena.
Rena.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
At,
She was on that Critical Blast,
Magic.
by the
I already
way.
followed her on Twitter. So
She was on RJ's show the other day.
Cool. I'm gonna have to go watch the replay.
She's an up and coming young lady. I think I'm gonna say young lady, and I don't mean to offend, but I'm old school. She could be a they or one of those other.
It's weird.
Anyways, guys, before I get into trouble, because I'm not trying to be
Too
offensive.
late. You're in trouble. I'm already getting tweets.
Oh, stop.
You're
thank you all
canceled.
for joining
Hashtag
us.
cancel Diana.
Cancel. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for listening and watching. And don't forget, if you out there have not seen the stream, you can always watch it in replay. Is
Hey,
there
honey,
anything else
before
you
we
need to say?
go,
What?
does anybody have anything to promote, like about
Yeah, tomorrow 8
or
p.m.
anything?
Eastern.
There you go.
The Slee Stacking
Tomorrow.
show.
Tomorrow, 10 Eastern, for Cross Comics After Dark.
Of course, the show's not called the Slee. I mean, it's called the Slee Stacking. It's kind of informally, but it's not always in the title. So it's on the Lorenzo Slee Stack channel, so it's a little confusing. I typically call it something random. Like
If you
they
name
had
it
one that was
something
called
random,
a
I'll
tale
probably
of
get
two
lost.
Slee Stacks, and it was about two Slee Stacks that were connected by the tail.
Wait, you know what?
twins.
Here's what you can probably call your show, Lorenzo. Prime Time with Lorenzo Sleestack and Friends.
Oh, that I don't even know if I could fit that in the YouTube title.
Yeah, that
Hey.
would fit.
Well, I'm going to take off because while I have StreamYards open, I can't message people, and I just realized what time it is. But it was really nice talking to all y'all.
Yeah.
bro.
and
We'll
it
talk
was,
to you later.
it was good being able to hear you. If you have the audio like that, you're welcome on my show anytime. I just couldn't have you on when
harming the
something
partially
before.
deaf.
Yeah, because
All right.
take care.
All right.
Later, guys.
All right.
Later.
Good night, guys. I'm out of
All
here.
right. Me too.
God
We're gonna
bless.
we're gonna
Hey,
kill the
where's the
live
link to your
stream.
Indiegogo
Diana,
campaign?
can you stay
Oh,
around
the-
for like
put it
a
in
second
the chat.
after you end?
Yes.
Diana, do you have the link to the Indiegogo?
Oh, I found it in the disc. It's I see
Which
it's in the show
Indiegogo?
description.
Ours?
Well, of course, ours, honey.
Yeah, it was in the show description. Let's see. I'll
You
put it in the
just put it in
chat.
the show
Yeah, it is.
description.
I'm grabbing it too, Lorenzo. Oh, Lorenzo's gonna beat me.
No, I don't know, Chris. I thought you just had it up there.
I did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the book
So, yeah,
called?
please. It's what's that?
What's the book called?
I was gonna say, please sign up for Trolls Exposed. The logo is coming, but I don't have it ready yet. It's gonna be something else, folks, and we're gonna have a blast. So check it out. Sign up. There's no obligation for signing up. It'll just get you in the loop for the latest updates. And yeah, until next week, honey.
Till next week. Peace out.
Yeah.
Peace out.